What is up, all you cool cats and kittens? It's your girl LeaTheDon and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see, I have a little bit of a different setup. Right now, Malik got a nice streaming setup and you guys should go follow him, add him on Twitch and watch some of his gaming streams. But anyways, I'm not plugging my boo too much. Today, we are going to be doing a natural hair tag. I figured this would be a perfect time for me to answer some questions about my hair, how long I've been natural. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been trying to get the camera angle to be nice because I want my puff to be all the way in here because I did not pick this and fluff it for no reason, okay? Period. Today we'll be doing a natural hair tag. I'm just gonna go through the questions and answer them. I feel like this is the perfect time for me to do it, and I might just do it every now and then with some of the questions so that I can just basically update everybody on what's going on. So without further ado, let's go. So I got the questions pulled up here on the computer, so I'm gonna be darting my eyes over there and reading. So the first question is, tell us a little bit about you. So my real name is Jalea. I think that's pretty obvious at this point. I am a senior at Eastern Michigan University. You know, I major in psychology, I minor in social work, and I plan on going to graduate school for social work. So I will be a social worker in about 3 years. So that's pretty great. I have a boyfriend, which you guys know already, with 2 cats, Lilo and Stitch, which you guys also know. What do you do in your spare time? I do this. I make YouTube videos. I like to just chill out, relax, watch YouTube videos all day long. I love YouTube. That's what kind of inspired me to make my own channel. Cartoons, I really love cartoons. I'm a big kid and I just like to just do things, hang out. Okay, so this says, are you a natural? I don't know why they worded that way. And how do you feel about your hair? I am natural. I think that everybody should know at that point, I am natural. I absolutely, y'all, Lilo is jumping on the counter. Get cats, they said. It'd be fun, they said. Lilo, you better not go back and get on that counter. Hey. Just get out. Let's get out the kitchen. Okay. Am I natural? Yes, I am natural. Very much so. And how do I feel about my hair? I absolutely love my hair. I believe that our hair is our crown, especially for Black women. I feel like our hair is one of the most important things to us. And I feel this. Lilo. Eric, you're going to have a really fun time editing all this out. Okay, am I natural? Yes, I'm natural. I'm so sorry Lilo keeps interrupting every time I get into the question, but she wants to jump on the counters for some reason because she knows she can now. She got old enough, she's big enough, and now she wants to get on the counters. I am natural. I absolutely adore my hair. I think that hair is one of the most important things, especially for a Black woman. We get told, and I know me growing up, I was always told that my hair wasn't done if it was in a natural state. If it wasn't braided or flat ironed, then my hair wasn't done. So I have this big crazy connection to my hair. I treat it like its own person and I love my hair. It's really important to me, which is why my channel is going to be kind of centered. Well, that's going to be a good portion of what my channel is about, my hair. How long have you been natural? I have been natural since December of 2018. So we're coming up on about 2 years. So it hasn't been that long. That's when I did my big chop, which was 2 years ago. Hopefully, if you haven't seen my natural hair tutorial, I'll insert a picture of my hair when I first got it chopped. Maybe on the screen somewhere, maybe over here. I don't know. We're gonna see what Eric does. Also, shout out my editor, Jet Radio. You already know he's my best friend and I love him so much and his music is great, so you should go listen to him on our streaming platform.
Yeah, I'm feeling like the man when the ceiling go missing. Top door fishing, bitches got me staying in attention. Intention make the mission go bad like covert obstacle. Star rock shadow pull me under the waves. I'm surfing, but the pun not intended. Yeah, I said a couple things that makes.
But you know, I'll relax. Why did you go natural? I went natural because I did the big chop and I figured that if I was gonna cut all my hair off, I was going to take care of it better. And to me, that meant going natural. I thought that I needed to go all the way in to really reverse all the damage I did to my hair because my hair was about, My hair was about down here. I'm sorry, my phone just said low battery. My hair was about down here when I first cut it. And I mean, before I cut it. And it was really damaged and really bad. And so I was like, I've always wanted to cut my hair off. I never liked having long hair growing up. Never liked it. And so that was just all the motivation I needed. And so when I cut it, I'm like, well, I might as well go natural. I'm not going to cut off all my hair just to throw flat irons and all kinds of crazy chemicals in it all over again just to be back where I was, square one. So that's really why I went natural. Was anyone against your decision? If yes, how did you surpass it? Everybody. Everybody was pretty much against my decision except for my best friend Tiffany and my friend Octavia. I feel like those were the only two people who were completely like 100% into it and agreeing with the whole process, because my best friend had already cut all her hair off the year before, and my friend Octavia had cut her hair maybe a couple weeks before. She had cut all hers off as well. So they had already did their big chops and they were just waiting on me to do mine. And everybody else didn't want me to, because everybody, you know, the long hair thing, if you have long hair, people don't want you to cut it. Even if your hair is not healthy, they don't care. Length is more important than health to people for some reason. So people saw the length of my hair and decided that my hair was too long to just cut. And so pretty much everybody, my mom, my boyfriend, anybody you can think of was against it because they wanted to live through me, I guess. I don't know. It's BS. What's your hair type and how do you manage it? My hair type, I believe that I have type 3. And to be more specific, I think it's 3C because it's not as curly as like the 3Bs and the 3As, but it's also not as coily or as kinky as a type 4. So I have decided on my own that my hair is type 3, but it checks out pretty well. And how do I manage it? Research. I feel like anyone who's going natural and you're gonna do this whole journey, you're gonna have to do your research. I'm sorry. You have to look up the products that work for you, try out different products that may work for you, that may not work for some other people. Watch YouTube videos about it. I just like to keep my hair in a routine. I like to use products that are chemical, you know, have good chemicals, because there are such things as good chemicals. You know, no sulfates, no mineral oils, things like that. I just try to take care of my hair. I'll eat anything. I'll put anything into my body, but I will not just put anything into my hair. And that's kind of wild to me. But I just research and take your time. And if you love your hair, if you genuinely love your natural hair, doing it and taking the time to manage it and take care of it isn't going to feel too much like a task. Wash days can be a lot. I dread them when they come, but for the most part, if you genuinely care about your hair, you're going to take the time and take the extra steps, even the extra dollars. Because let me tell you, y'all would be ashamed at the amount of money I spend on hair products. I'm gonna just leave that there. How do you keep your hair moisturized and healthy? Moisturize it. I'm confused. Moisturize your hair. Put in, like I said, make sure that you're being mindful of the products that you're putting in your hair, what those products do to your hair, because even if it's a good product, you need to know, okay, well, if this is a good shampoo, but it still strips your hair, because shampoos do that, you need to be aware of the shampoo that you're using and what you need to moisturize afterwards. So you just need to be very proactive and just know what you're doing. Even if you don't completely know what you're doing, just be aware and mindful of the things that you do and put in your hair. What are your go-to natural products? Okay, so all Carol's daughters, I'm giving y'all the tea. And I said this in my my wash and go video and my natural hair haul. Carol's Daughter. Carol's Daughter is a great line to use for all hair texture types, because for one, the products are sulfate free, mineral oil free, paraben free, pretty much anything that is bad for your hair, it doesn't have it in it. That's number one. Number two is that all of their products are really good for regular use. So if you want their leave-in conditioner, you can use every day. Their moisturizer, hair curl refresher, you can use that every day, every other day. Their products, the shampoo that they have, because their shampoo doesn't strip your hair, especially their new water to foam shampoo. I might do a review on that one because that's really been something I've been using a lot, and it doesn't strip your hair. Carol's Daughter is just really good for healthy, natural girls who actually care about what they're putting in their hair. And if you want products that are reliable and that you can use daily, you know, or regularly. You don't have to worry about putting too much product in your hair or having to wash your hair every other day because you have some heavy products in it. So Carol's Daughter is always a go-to. Miel, I think that's how you say it, Miel. That brand is also a really good go-to of mine. Miss Jessie's, as far as curling creams, custards, and jellies. Definitely Miss Jessie's is a really good brand. But I did a natural hair haul, so if you really want to know the good stuff to use, go watch it. What's your favorite protective hairstyle to do? Definitely just some braids in any form. Box braids, feed-in braids. Even if you want to go and say like twists, like Senegalese twist or locks, faux locks and stuff like that. I really like those kind of protective styles, but I do really like crochet hair because I like having big hair. So if I want to put my hair away, then I'll just braid it down, get some hair crocheted in there. But I don't really wear too many protective styles because I'm natural, so I don't really have to protect my hair from anything. So yeah, I don't really, I do it every now and then for special reasons, like hot Arizona. Do you use heat on your hair or drying? For drying, and I diffuse my hair and I don't have it all the way to the highest heat. I usually have it on middle to low heat. I also use the button to do cool shots, because a good rule of thumb is if it's too hot for your hand, it's too hot for your hair. So I do that, and I make sure that I have oils, moisturizers in my hair, and I really just diffuse it to the point where it's not dripping, and then I just let it dry on its own. After that point, I really try to refrain from using a lot of heat in my hair. I'll just air dry most times. Do you hair experiment? I don't know what that means. If that's supposed to be like, do I go in the mirror and just do things to my hair? Yeah, I'll just go in the mirror and just play around, and sometimes it comes out the cute style. Actually, the first time I did this puff, it was just me playing around in the mirror. So, but I hope that's what they meant by that. Have you faced any challenges as a natural? Yes. I have faced many problems with just down to learning how to do my hair, being impatient about the healing process of my hair, because even though I did a big chop, the front was longer when I cut it, which explains why my puff is bigger in the front than it is in the back, because I cut it that way where the backs and the sides were shorter and the top was longer. So with that being the way that my hair was cut, I still had heat damage from my hair before I cut it. I didn't get to cut all the heat damage out of the front, so I had to take the time to let my hair heal. That was one of the big challenges for me. And also just the fact that wherever you go, things aren't that helpful or accessible for you. Uniforms that require hats are a problem for me a lot of the times. Just making my hair fit around certain rules. Like, I worked in the meat department at the job that I'm at now. Even though I don't work in that department anymore, we had to wear hair nets, and that was not too much of a problem, but just the inconvenience of having to wear multiple hair nets just to cover your hair, not being able to wear hats, or depending on what your hair is that day. I think that's just, yeah. How do you manage bad hair days? I feel like this is the same for any girl who isn't natural, or who is. You do what you do. You may do a head wrap. I'll do a head wrap sometimes. I'll throw my hair into 2 braids to the back maybe if I just don't have workable curls or workable fro at that time. I'll just throw my hair into can I talk? Into a couple braids, and I'll keep it moving like that. Or if I can fit it into a hat, I'll try. That's usually a little difficult, but for the most part, I'll just do a ponytail or anything that other girls would do. That's kind of a weird question to ask us specifically. Can you share with us your thoughts on natural hair and relaxed hair? I don't think that you should relax your kids' hair. I feel like relaxing your hair is a choice, and I believe that every woman has the choice to do what they want with their hair. So if you want to get a perm or relaxer, that's all up to you, all power to you. But I feel like as a parent, you should never perm your child's hair until they're old enough to understand the consequences of that decision, because I know a lot of people, I have never in my entire life have ever had any kind of relaxer or a perm. In the almost 21 years of my life, I have never had one. My sisters have had a couple and everything, but my mom perms her hair pretty regularly, and that's fine for her. And my mom never permed our hair as kids also. I want to throw that in there. My mom never permed our hair as kids. That damage that it does to your hair is kind of ridiculous. And I have friends to this day who are still trying to heal their hair from the relaxer and the perms that they put in there from when they were kids. So I don't think there's a problem or that one is necessarily better than the other. Obviously, I prefer to be natural. I think that it's not that hard to manage someone's hair. If you're a hairstylist, you should know how to manage hair. That's just how I feel about that. But it's a choice. It's a personal choice, but just make sure that you understand the irreversible damage it may have on your hair. Well, not irreversible, but reversible after a long period of time. What rules have you sticked to as a natural? As far as rules go, I deep condition, moisturize, all that kind of stuff. I detangle with conditioner in, just the regular by the book stuff that you're supposed to do. I think the biggest rule is I've only straightened my hair once, and that's to do a length check, I only had it for hours and then my hair was natural again. So I think that's probably one of the biggest things. I don't really flat iron, put heat in my hair. I don't really do that. So that's one of the things I think. I think we'll go to 20 questions because right now we are at 17. So let's get a couple more in and then we'll do that. Where can we find you? On YouTube, LeaTheDon. What do you say to the new and up-and-coming already naturals? So for the up-and-coming naturalistas who want to go natural, the first thing I want to say to you, and I wanted to make a video about this actually, is the things that I've learned going natural, or like steps to becoming natural, or things to think about before you make the step. I think that the biggest thing I can say to the new naturalistas and, coming to the game, take your time. You're gonna have to be patient. You're not gonna wake up and have the curls that you've seen on Instagram. It's not gonna happen. Also, learn your hair texture and your hair type, because your hair is not gonna do everything you see the Instagram girls do, okay? A lot of times people think that if they go natural, they're gonna have type 3A, 3B curls, when that's not the case. It may not be the case for you. It all depends on your hair texture, and you have to be okay with that and understand that. I think that's one of the biggest things that I had to learn, is that your hair isn't gonna do everything that the next person's hair is gonna do. It's just not. And you're gonna have to take the time and the patience to learn your hair, what works for your hair, what products work for your hair. Because honestly, the natural hair journey is a personal one. It really is. And I can't stress that enough. I learned that throughout these almost 2 years, that you can take all the product recommendations you want, which are a good idea. It is good to still look up YouTube videos and product recommendations, because that gives you a starting place. But you also need to understand that you're going to have to learn things yourself as you go on, because I found products that I've never seen anybody on my subscription list, using, and they work for me. And I wouldn't have known that if I would have just stuck to what exactly I've seen in these videos. That's not the case. So you just need to understand that patience, and it's learning. You're going to have to learn. That's a little tangent. Already naturals, girl. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. We are changing. We're actually changing a lot. People are taking notice to the natural hair movement, and people are liking it. I get people who praise me, even though it's weird, for wearing my own hair, even though that's weird. You can wear whatever hair you want to. If you bought it, it's yours. But we're making waves, and we're making a difference. And I will say that going natural for me has been one of the most empowering things I've done as a woman, especially as a Black woman. It's really empowering to feel and see your hair as it is on you, and you build such a special connection to your hair that I don't think you can fake with bundles. Because like, you can love bundles, but you can always go buy more. The hair that grows out of your head is your hair. And when you build that bond with it, it really gives you the confidence and the I don't know, black girl magic that I think that I was personally missing from myself. So going natural actually helped me find myself a lot and has boosted my confidence to places I never had when I was straightening my hair every day. I am so happy that you guys were able to sit here and listen to me talk about my hair for maybe, I think because it's down, maybe be like 18 minutes. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I'm thinking about doing a question every video so I can get you guys active in the comments because I love the views, I really do, but YouTube pushes the algorithm for likes and comments. So, for all of my ladies, comment down below, what's your favorite hairstyle? Protective, natural, even bundles. What's your favorite kind of hairstyle to rock in, fellas? What's your favorite kind of haircut? Tapers, fades, waves, locks. What's your favorite kind of style to rock? I would love to know. And as always, thank you guys for coming back to my channel, and I love you and see you on the next one.